Good morning. We are saying hello to each and every person watching us right now. We are broadcasting from our studios on Kairaba Avenue, the Gambia, West Africa. You know, some people call it Serekunda, you know. So
they call what Serekunda?
This area.
Oh, this area.
They call it Serekunda.
I just call it Kanifing municipality.
Yeah. But Kanifing and Serekunda, which one is more, I mean?
Serekunda, it's more popular.
I think Serekunda,
yeah,
it's more popular.
It's more popular. It's just like when you talk about West Coast, people always tend to mention Birkama, and in URR, people always tend to mention Basse.
Yeah.
Basse is the biggest
yes,
town there.
exactly.
Yeah, but sometimes
called it a city.
Someone is telling me it's Kanifing, but I mean, you cannot differentiate the border. I mean, Serekunda, Kanifing, they are all.
The municipality is Kanifing, isn't it?
That's the municipality.
Within the municipality of Kanifing.
Yes, exactly.
So we've all introduced ourselves just by talking.
Yes, yes.
You don't have to introduce us to the viewers.
Good morning. So we are back again, and it's QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Abalde. On the platform, I'm with Julde Njai. You know, she's all. Julde, if you wear black, it's always beautiful. Black, yellow, it's your thing.
It's my thing.
Yeah.
I think I should be buying more of black.
Keep blacking and yellowing.
Yes.
Yes.
But the yellow, I'm not sure of that.
Why?
Well, yellow is beautiful.
Whether they will not attribute me to.
Exactly. You know how we attribute colors to parties. When you wear yellow, they tell you are UDP. When you wear green, you are APRC.
And grey.
Well,
grey,
that's right.
You know. When you wear red, you are PPP. So we have, I mean, people attributing colors to different parties. I mean, I think it's a sign of immaturity. That's how it's a sign of immaturity. Colors are colors.
Made colors here.
Yes, somebody once said to me, we do the same in Sierra Leone sometimes. My favorite color used to be red. I had lots and lots of red t-shirts. I had like 8 or 9 red t-shirts, which was more than any other color t-shirts. And somebody said, oh, is it because you're a supporter of APC, which is one of the 2 main political parties? I just laughed because I just said, no, it's just my favorite color. You know, got nothing to do with party political affiliation. You know, quite stupid. But yeah, so it's not just in the Gambia. But I think sometimes people say it just in jest. They're not being serious about it. If you wear a particular color, they just like to tease people and say, oh, you're this, you're that, you know. So
I can tell you, I witnessed a rally whereby a person was wearing a different color of a different party.
Right.
And, you know, this person was kind of innocent. Even if you look at the individual, you know,
they're just there.
Know those things.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this party was having a rally.
Their rally.
And that lady came with a different
color.
That color turned to be one of their rivals, the biggest rival.
Drama ensued.
And do you know what happened? She was beaten up.
No.
That's immaturity.
By the supporters.
Like
that's immaturity.
She was dealt with seriously.
Immaturity and stupidity.
She was like, what have I done?
Yeah,
Said, you are wearing this color and coming to our rally, are you mad?
Yeah.
It just shows you the stupidity of people, really.
Yeah, it's immaturity. Even this part of the world, like mostly us in the journalists, we are oftentimes, you know, attacked based on the things that we were here during the Jame days. So like, okay, GRTs, people like, they keep wearing green. They like green because, you know, it is attributed to the APRC. But I think that is really immaturity. You know,
it is.
People shouldn't really attribute colors to political parties or whatever. I can wear whatever I feel like wearing. It does not belong to them. They did not own it. So I can wear whatever I want to wear and then not have people to attribute me to a certain political party.
Although I have to be honest about it, there have been instances where something has happened involving a particular political party and we were about to send somebody there. And then we realized what they were wearing might bring undue attention to them, and we swapped the reporter because we know how stupid people can behave just based on the colors you're wearing. And maybe that's just the shirt that you woke up and decided to wear that morning. you're not showing
Sometimes
any.
you wear it without even realizing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know.
You just pick it up.
Yeah.
because
I'm
it's a-
wearing light
that's-
green.
yeah,
Does that mean
so-
some APRC?
No,
And-
theirs is dark green, so you're cool.
Yes, and this is my favorite shirt among all my
Yeah,
shirts. So.
you're definitely not APRC. No, he needs to be way greener than that to be APRC. I'm sorry. so if you were trying to show your APRC affiliation, you failed miserably.
Exactly.
It's like this Wednesday, it's not Wednesday.
The Wednesday is too slow. I think the information that we received about the death of these police officers, the tragic information, incident that happened at the Sukuta traffic light, it's a very unfortunate incident.
It's tragic. I mean, 2 people have died. It's not unfortunate. It's tragic.
It is really, I mean, surprising.
Yeah.
But sometimes, I mean, people will tell you, wow, can Gambians do this? Or is this happening in Gambia?
Yeah.
My brother said to me last night, wow, is this happening in Gambia? I said to my brother, look, reflect 1996.
Yeah.
Gambians lined up, Gambians in the forest and massacre
And
all
kill
of them.
Yeah.
Not just that,
Yeah.
several other incidents.
Mm.
You
There
know,
are
it
many.
was evident during the TRRC hearing.
Human beings
So-
can do this, and I think that's what people have to realize. And I've mentioned this many times. I don't know if the guy is still at the MRC, but 1 year when I went to England and I was coming back whilst the TRRC commission was on, I sat next to somebody who said he was coming to take up a job at the MRC. He was a Gambian, and so I mentioned where I worked, and he said, "Oh, you guys are showing the TRRC." He said, "You know all these shocking allegations of human rights abuses." He said, "You know they could not have been committed by Gambians." I said, "Well, unfortunately for you, I've watched every single day of the proceedings." I said, "All the people implicated have been Gambians, and we need to realize that human beings can do terrible things to other human beings. It's as simple as that. It's never Gambian this, that, that." But I said, "You name me one non-Gambian who's been implicated." There hasn't been any. So as I said, I hope he's watching, because I think the reporters come out, and the only people implicated
Well,
are
Gambians can be sometimes dangerous. I mean, we can cause harm to an extent whereby we even go and cause harm to people of other nations, the Ghanaian national.
Yeah, I mean,
So a lot of things can happen.
Yeah.
Do not underestimate the power of human being.
That's the point
absolutely.
I'm
That's
making.
the point.
Yeah,
For me,
yeah.
it's not about being a Gambian, a
Yeah,
Nigerian,
quite.
a Ghanaian,
Yeah.
or whatever. Human beings are human beings. Oftentimes before, when you hear incident happen or crime occurred in the Gambia, we tend to attribute it to other nationals.
Exactly.
But I think that is so irrational. Because we're human beings like any other human being in the world. So we can't be really exceptional in
Yeah.
a certain way. It's true that we are the smiling coast of the West Africa and all of that. I don't know where we even get that name from.
Because of the shape.
Yeah.
If you look at how it looks like an open mouth smiling, you
Yeah.
see. So
So,
with the
but I don't know
surrounding of
how
Senegal.
How much are we are smiling? As a
No. Look, countries adopt and take on these characteristics
Yeah,
that
it's
are
like
very, very
the
different.
rainbow country and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
stuff,
They,
But
they're
yeah,
not.
yeah.
They're
And
not
I
a
mean,
reflection.
over the years, we were able to earn ourselves as one of the most peaceful countries and all of that. But let us not also, believe the fact that because we are peaceful, we can't really commit crimes, or crimes cannot be committed in the Gambia.
Yeah.
I think people need to be more cautious, and know that the world is a global village, and people are interconnected now, and everything, it's happening rapidly. People migration is really evolving at a very faster rate. So people should really be cautious and then not just believe the older version of this is Gambia, crime can be committed here and whatever. And I think that even should apply to the police officers.
Yes.
They should, yeah.
Yeah, I'm told Modu Musa Sisaho, press officer, Gambia Police Force, is on the line.
Right now?
He will take us through this tragic this incident that happened last night. And most Gambian ask question, what is happening? What happened? What must have caused this incident? Was there maybe a push and pull between the police and that individual? Many people are pointing fingers to certain areas, but we cannot tell.
Let's go to
You understand? So we cannot tell. All that we have to do now is to listen to the Gambia Police Force themselves. Good morning, Mr. Sisao.
Yes, good morning. Good morning.
First of all, we will say, please accept our heartfelt condolences to, due to what happened.
Thank you.
Yes,
Accepted.
it must be a very sad environment for the Gambia Police Force and the Gambia as a large.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, what can you take us through what really happened?
Thank you. The Gambia Police Force is saddened by what you just expressed. It's been alerted by a shocking act of violence where three involved in 3 police officers who were on their routine activities at the Sukra traffic light. Recently realized that there has been an increased trend of accidents within the road. As a result, the presence of the police officers has been heightening around that end. Until yesterday evening, from an eyewitness, because all we are saying at the moment is based on an eyewitness what actually happened. Because these police officers were there mounting their duties. According to the eyewitness, a man dressed in haftan with them. Usually, when a man of such nature we would respect, we would assume is an elder, maybe addressing or getting to the police officer is to either talk to the police officer, give the police officer information, or ask for direction, usually. But after the act, we realized that we can say one of the reasons why the person is on haftan to conceal the weapon that he is having. So according to the eyewitness, there has been an altercation between the 2 of them until when they saw shots being fired at them. So when shots were at them, then he ran away, he disappeared, he's at large. And at the moment, what happened actually was our officers were taken to hospital to attend to them medically. But unfortunately, as we speak today, 2 of them have passed away, have died as a result of gunshot. One of them is in a critical condition at the hospital right now. The 2 who have died are young boys, they are male, and the one currently getting treatment is a female. This is very uncalled for. This is very unexpected. This is blatant disregard for the rule of law. What's behind it, we don't know. Who are behind it, we don't know. How many people are behind it, we don't know. All we do know is an individual, a gunman, gunned down our police officers. And the Gambia Police Force at the moment is doing everything possible in capacity to apprehend the suspect. All our resources are in place, and we are working tirelessly since last night to be able to identify and apprehend. We are working with an eyewitness who actually saw the person. And also, we want to take this opportunity to also invite and also talk to the general public to cooperate with the Gambia Police Force. This is a loss to the Gambia Police Force. This is a loss to the Gambian, to the Gambia in general. And this is something that cannot be tolerated. For individuals who sacrifice their lives, who serve the country, secure the country, if at the moment we can say the civil society, the people who we are here to protect, could come back and harm those very people, this is something that was never expected. And at the moment, we do everything in our power to ensure that the perpetrator, the person behind this, is put to book.
Yes, Mr. Sao, firing shots at police officers is a very serious crime. Talk less of killing them, murdering them. Now the investigation, how are you going to place your investigation? Because if it's other nations, I've watched crime scenes from different, countries. It won't only be under the jurisdiction of the police, but the FBI or other people will take up this challenge. So do we have a very serious and very dedicated investigation body or a panel that will take up this investigation?
Yes. Since last night, we wouldn't wait for the fact that it's a manhunt. A manhunt there are different approaches that are already underway. There are teams that are on the ground following up with the eyewitness where the person came from, where he went to. But also the police department comprises of different units, and all units that are within the crime investigation unit are on deck. The intelligence unit equally are on ground. So everybody, all our resources are on deck because this is unprecedented. This has never happened. I'm not aware, at least for the past 10 years that I have been here, this has never happened. We are aware there was a time around the border villages where a police officer was shot at the hand, and we are aware of that. But shooting people and killing them in broad daylight has never happened. And for this, we are going to do everything in our power to ensure this person is apprehended, because we need to know what actually happened, what is the reason behind it. To be able to understand the circumstances surrounding all of this is relevant, it's important to us, and equally important to the Gambian people. Because if police officers are not spared, police officers who are here to protect us as Gambians are being shot at, how about the civilian community?
Yeah, so what I want to know, before my colleague, step in, this was a very busy intersection. It was audacious for this guy. How does he get away like that, without being apprehended?
It's very simple. It's very simple because these are the people on the ground. All officers on the ground are shot at, they are dead. So the rest, no civilian would actually come to rescue or to attack. From the information we got, the first person was shot at, the second person, because it's a close range, according to the information we received. It's a close range. So the third person who was next was equally shot. So at the moment we could say these are the people on the ground at the time. These are the ones shot at. Then he disappeared. You understand? So that's the only explanation here. Because he wouldn't dare go to the barrack where you have police officers or you have security men with their guns all around. So this is targeted. That's the only thing I can say. Because he must have solved it and know that this is my target and I'm just going to shoot them and disappear. And that's what actually happened, according to the eyewitness. So this is something that is really, really very strange. For me, I cannot express my dissatisfaction, and I cannot express how fellow Gambians would go this far to each other, regardless of what might have led to all what is happening. Yes, Ibrahim.
Mr. Sisaho, I want to believe that this incident served as an eye-opener for the Gambia Police Force. Henceforth, what are the strategies that you will come up with as far as the traffic police officers are concerned in terms of equipment and arming them?
Thank you very much. Like you said, it's an eye-opener. The Gambia Police Force will actually have to, this is just, so many things are unfolding right now, and investigation is ongoing, and the investigation is going to actually lead us to recommendations and as to the way forward. I think, like you said, we would actually have to put our house in order and try and come up with strategies to ensure that we don't have a repeat of this.
Yeah, Mr. Sao, this is Ali Darami here. I just wanted to clarify a couple of things. I passed by where the incident happened around 9:30 last night. Can you tell us what time the incident actually happened? At what time?
Actually, the time we received the information is between the hours of between 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Between these 2 hours was when we are trying to confirm actually what happened. Individually, I receive information as they come in with respect to the office responsibility. I personally was not in town. As I speak to you, I'm in a vehicle coming from Tindora, Kogi, on a workshop. I have to cancel that. Last night I was all awake until 4. So this morning I had to travel to be able to have concrete information on this. So whatever I'm giving you is based on the eyewitness and information I received.
Sure.
So this happened within that hour.
Okay.
So, and we've been working with the information that we had to be able to communicate to the public, to reliably inform them, and that led us to around 12 to 1. But the incident would be between the hours of 10 o'clock to 12.
Okay. And now in terms of the eyewitness, has the eyewitness been able to give you a good description of the assailant, firstly? And secondly, we've not been told how this person made their getaway. On foot, on a bicycle, a motorbike, or by car? We haven't been told any of that. Do you know any of that?
Yes, I think I can hear you. I'm struggling to hear you.
Okay.
Because you asked 2 questions.
Yeah, so the first question is, did we get a good description?
Please ask one question at a time so that I can be able
Sure.
to understand.
Sure.
the environment is not conducive.
Sure. So the first question is, was the eyewitness able to give a good description of the assailant?
Okay. Yes. Basically, from the information I got, the only description I have is that the suspect is in Haftan, and I know that's not sufficient enough to be able to identify a person. People are in Haftan. This is what I have at the time, but I am quite sure the investigators and people on the ground would actually have to interrogate and ask him for more information to be able to have a category in terms of age, in terms of height, in terms of structure.
Sure.
All of this thing is important.
And then my second question was, how did the assailant get away? On foot or by car or some other means? How did he get away from the scene of the crime?
Exactly. That is not really still confirmed. I have information, and I had even on social media, there is a vehicle number plate, white pen been circulated. There are information around that he might have used that. Other information are that the vehicle actually was shot at. So these are conflicting information. At the time, I cannot confirm whether it was on foot or he actually used a vehicle to disappear.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Please, can you take us through the details of these people? Do they have families, as in children?
These are young officers. These are very, very, very young officers, and they are one of the new officers, I would say, who are trained very recently. So I am not sure if any of them is married with kids. I cannot confirm that for now, but I do understand that these are young officers who are affected. Yes.
I mean, we've been given the names. We've been given the name of PC Pate Jallow.
Yes, I can give you a name. I can just give me a second. I check on my phone. Just a second.
We have the names from the police. We have the names from the police.
Yes, I have the names from the police.
Yes,
we dispatched message on this, and where we indicated the name of the affected person.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, the names are PC stands for Police Constable Sanjay Gomez and PC Pate Jallow.
Yeah.
Those are the two boys. Those are the ones that passed away, died out of the result of the gunshot. And we also have double PC. That is a woman police constable. That is Auntie Jallow.
Jawo,
That's the one currently in a hospital receiving treatment.
Well, probably if she recovers from her injuries, she should be able to tell us something about the incident.
Of course.
That's our expectation.
Yes. Finally, was the gun, recovered?
There is no information to suggest that at the moment.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Sisao, for talking to us on this morning.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Yes, thank you. That's the press officer, Gambia Police Force, there giving us update as to what happened.
Sure.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, please, I know Gambians like to use the word unfortunate, but this is beyond unfortunate. This is tragic and shocking, actually. As has been said, if people don't know Sukuta traffic light, it's a very busy intersection. And myself and Buwa Fati, my colleague, we drove by, as I said. I was surprised that the gentleman there said it was between 10 and, because I drove past around 9:45, maybe something like that, based on the time I left the office. So there was already a huge crowd. We thought it was a vehicle accident, but of course later on when I got home, the same colleague, Buba, phoned me and said he's seen stuff on social media that in fact 3 people had been shot. It's interesting also that he said that one of the reasons why they had been deployed there recently was because there had been a lot of traffic accidents. Well, guess what? Less than 200 meters from where the incident happened this morning, I saw a truly shocking 3-vehicle accident this very morning on my way to work. And one of them, my colleague Matilda, is probably watching. She said, I hope that person survived, because the vehicle seemed completely wrecked, a commercial vehicle with passengers. And it had just happened like seconds before we got there, because I could tell, they were trying to stop us from and getting us to avoid it, and people were already thronging and running from their houses to see if they could help. So I knew, officers had been deployed there for.
Well, I think the road is now known to, be you know, people are getting a lot of accidents on that route. I mean, only last week, I mean, 2
Saturday.
accidents. I think 3. In fact,
3.
another
Died.
vehicle somersaulted.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
they knocked down the young lady.
Yeah.
I mean, with her crippled son. I mean, they killed the lady. And at the same time, another one too was killed. So, I mean, it's serious.
Becoming too much.
I mean, the country already has a terrible reputation for vehicle accidents, which is why the police issued this statement about they were going to be deploying officers to see if they could calm down traffic. But it's not going to happen because, honestly, even this morning, somebody, I could name the vehicle, I won't name it, except it had GRTS number plates, overtook me at speed. At first, they were kind of beeping me. And when people do that, I just slow down just to annoy them even more. Because there was a truck beside me, which I was trying to overtake just to get out of the way. I wasn't particularly speeding. And this person was beeping and flashing their lights. I just slowed down even more. And then once they got by, they zoomed past. So, like I said, it had GRTS number plate, but I won't say what number it had. But if you drive along the Senegambia, you know who you are. And you see people driving, and this person then zoomed off at, must have been terrific speed. You know, I'm thinking, why? What for? So you see that every day. So I'm not sure what we can do about it. People are getting killed on the roads. We had the unenviable record of being the only country where more people died on the roads than died for COVID. The only
and
country in the
malaria
world.
combined.
That's shameful.
Serious.
I mean, you know, and so, you know, the police were deployed there because they said they wanted to stop this spate of accidents. I'm not sure what we can do to stop there other than have sleeping policemen at every 10 meters, really, because the way people speed, it's crazy.
You know, when you are driving on that route, you are tempted. I mean, you have that.
You see
urge
the
of
road in
just
front of you.
Driving. I mean, especially if
You're tempted to drive at
if you are
speed.
used to the Serekunda route, which is always congested. I mean, when you get to a free road, a wider road,
Yeah.
you will. I mean, you'll enjoy yourself driving on that route. So that's the time you cause a lot of
Perhaps
problems.
we deliberately
that's-
need to put potholes to slow
Exactly.
people down, because honestly, sorry.
Yeah, for me, that's it for me. Like putting that in, you know, every 3 or 5 minutes drive, so that at least people can, because in this part of the world or in this country, really, I can't understand how people drive recklessly.
Yeah.
And then because the life you see might be your own, I don't really understand why the need to hurry when you can even, you know, go around the country within one day and you can exhaust the country, and
Sure.
people are just speeding. Like, I can't really get it. You know, I think there should be strict measures to this effect. You know, people who are found wanting should be dealt with accordingly, and then not just, you should let go of this Maslaha syndrome. I think that is what
yeah.
is affecting this
I
country.
think you're right, because I once made the statement that if everybody prosecuted for a serious accident was imprisoned, we'd have to build jails that are 5 times bigger than the ones we have already. And we don't. You've taken somebody's life, and all you get is a 5,000 or 10,000 fine. That's disgusting. You know, after you pay the fine, you'll be back there ready to kill other people.
In other countries, they will jail you at least 25 years without the possibility of parole.
Not for vehicle. I mean, they don't have 25 years, but it depends on the circumstances of the accident. Because even in England, there are, you know, quite shocking accidents where you get a fine, you get your license taken away from you, and so on. But here, you get the fine. I've never heard of people having their licenses withdrawn, and you know, you get another car, and then you're ready to go out and start killing people again. It's not the sanctions are not serious enough, and that's why I think we have such a high incidence rate. There's no way and any logic why in 2018 and 2019 Gambia ranked 4th in the world for road traffic accidents. Out of 188 countries, we were number 4. This tiny country. It's bizarre.
Well, we are not safe now. I mean, if people can move about with guns in the street and start firing at people, if you fire at police officers, what about the civilians?
Yeah, seriously.
Look,
It should be.
I've lived long enough and covered the news long enough that I never take one incident and extrapolate it to mean suddenly we're all in danger. You know, that's being hysterical. It is one incident. It's not as if this happens every week. You know how many million people there are in the Gambia? You know how many thousands of police there are? No, let us not take one incident and suddenly you're saying everybody's not safe. No, it's one incident, it's shocking, it's tragic, but it is one incident.
But
Let's not get
it
Well,
always
Mr.
let's
starts
not get
with one.
hysterical.
No, but
Mr.
it's
Adi, it
important.
always
No,
starts
no,
No,
with
it's
one.
important
No.
for you to put your contingency plan
That-
in space, in place. I mean,
Look, this morning-
At Balde, it always starts with
No,
one.
you have to-
If
Listen,
it happens
this
once,
morning-
what,
this
what
morning-
is
of a
stopping?
thousand miles.
Exactly.
Begin
let me
with
say,
one step.
look, I don't look. Listen, this morning when I was coming in, there was a report about the earthquake in Morocco and the floods in Libya. And you know what the guy said? He said, for everything that Libya has gone through, he said, we have never, close to 3,000 people dead, 10,000 missing, presumed dead. He said, we've never experienced anything like this, so we've never planned for something like this. He said, it might never happen again. So the incident we're talking about now might never happen again. Let's not assume. If there were 2 or 3 of these, then you could, one incident? Come on, that's hysteria.
Well, I mean, it's going to be, you know, for Gambians we cannot digest that. You understand? Fine, it's one incident. It's not been happening. In other countries, it's been happening more than 100 times. So for us, this is the incident that we are going to talk about.
Look.
And this is the incident that will make us to prepare for other
Exactly.
incidents that are coming.
Cautious.
Look, in America,
There's nothing wrong
in
in being
America
cautious.
last year, 39,000 people were killed by firearms.
Yes, I follow most
So
of
they
those things.
try and deal with that because for them it's like an everyday occurrence. Every minute somebody
But there are people
is
are
being
equipped.
killed.
They are equipped.
And
And
there's
America-
still close to 40,000 were killed
if you get to
for all the equipped.
if you get closer to an American policeman, the more you're getting close, he's
Pulling out
getting
his
his
gun.
gun.
Look, don't even go there. How many times have we not seen in the last year or two where American policemen have killed, particularly black people, who are unarmed and not doing anything? So that's not even a
The
solution.
George Floyd's
Arming
and
the
others.
police. You know, you could name hundreds of people. Why do you think people took to Black Lives Matter? Why was that formed? Because black people were being killed indiscriminately. You know, so arming the police is not necessarily a solution, even in America. Like I said, 39,500 people killed in 1 year with guns. Never mind other methods. In America, in 1 year.
But for them, when you look at the number of guns, you can go into a shop and buy a gun.
Of course.
Yeah,
I
so,
mean-
course.
yeah.
So I mean, I think
I'm not sure that's the
it would
case.
be very
It's not the
difficult
case
for
here.
the Gambia Police Force to determine what mark of a gun, the bullet, you know. But for if at all they were having all those structures in place, they should be able to retrieve the bullets from these people.
No, they
Then-
have, of course.
Then,
would do
but
that.
how are they
And then
going to
you-
match it?
No, but you get, no, it's not about matching.
You have to
Because
get
unless
the
you get
serial
gun,
number of the
But
gun
at least
as
you
well.
know what caliber of bullet. That one you can find out very, very easily. And obviously, if we don't have the labs here, forensic labs to do it, they can send it to other countries, England or wherever, and it can be done in a matter.
But if
of
you don't
minutes.
if you did not get the gun itself, or you did not get another bullet from the gun, you wouldn't be able to match to know
No,
whose
that's
gun
you
is
watch
it.
too many movies. But because unless you get the gun, obviously, in any crime, you know. But if you have a good description of the person, you have a good description of the getaway vehicle, you start to narrow it down.
Exactly.
You know, you might even arrest the person and never find the gun because they could bury it, they could destroy it, you can never find it. You don't need to necessarily find the gun, but at least the bullet, you can know the caliber of the bullet. And there are other things that, and so on. So, you know, finding the gun and matching and so on, that's for the movies, you know. that doesn't
Valde
really
watches
happen.
That's-
a lot of movies.
That
No,
doesn't happen
that's
in
not
real
for the
life.
movies.
That's
you
hardly
know,
ever happened in real
that's
life.
not only for the movies.
If I've
I mean,
committed
it's
a
telling
crime-
you how advanced other countries are.
No. If I've committed a crime, even in America or England or wherever, where they have all these advanced technology to say, I would destroy the gun. I would smash it and deposit it in. You know, I'm not trying to give
No,
anybody.
even if you
but that's what people
no,
do.
even if you smash the gun, they will retrieve the bullet, and if they know the mark of the gun and the serial number that fired that bullet, they will go to the store where that gun was bought. I mean, and they should be able to tell you who bought the gun and who owns this gun.
Yeah, that's how sophisticated.
That's
it
how
is.
it
That's
works.
in the movies.
Exactly.
That's
Trust me.
But yeah.
come on,
That's in the
Mr. Ade,
movies.
come on. I mean,
Mr. Ade will not
I mean,
agree
No,
with
the
us.
reason I'm saying this is because even before this happened, myself and some others were having an argument on WhatsApp because they were saying that black on black violence is terrible. The reason black on black violence happens is
Time.
because you kill the people that you're closest to.
It's time
White on
already.
white violence is just as terrible.
It's time already. I almost forgot my time today.
And
Yes.
we apologize to the viewers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
We did
unfortunate.
not get to.
The whole country is mourning the death of these police
Of course,
officers.
and we send our condolences
know.
to the families, of course.
Tragic incident. I mean,
and may their
their
souls
families
rest in
are going through a
perfect
lot. These are the boys. Look at that. They are very young.
Yeah.
These people are in their early 20s.
If I know time is against us, but if I could just make an appeal to those who've been circulating pictures of the dead bodies.
Oh, this is...
I hope they will stop, because it's inhumane. I mean, these are somebody's family members that are being killed in tragic and shocking circumstances. I don't think it's fair that people should be circulating pictures of these
this is sad.
of the dead bodies. So
This is sad.
please stop it if you're watching this.
Well, viewers, this is where we're gonna, end this discussion. But we will take another segment after the break. Thank you, Mr. Adi, for joining us on the platform.
Pleasure as
Thank
always.
you.
Thank you.
Yes, we'll be right back after the break.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. "5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket. With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected, juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Technology has always been at the forefront of our lives, and the way we use it has evolved drastically over the years. With the advent of 5G internet, we are entering a new era of technological innovation that promises to transform the way we live, work, and play. 5G internet is capable of providing data speeds up to 100 times faster than 4G, making it the ideal solution for streaming high-quality videos, playing online games, and downloading large files on the go. 5G internet is already transforming cities across the globe, powering smart cities, self-driving cars, and virtual reality experiences that were once thought impossible. 5G internet is also paving the way for Internet of Things, allowing for seamless connectivity between devices and the creation of a truly connected world. For the first time in the Gambia, QCell is bringing tomorrow's technology to you today with the launch of QCell 5G Internet. Get ready to experience the out-of-this-world wonders of QCell's 5G Internet. For more information, call 111. QCell. We innovate, others follow.
The future is now with QCell's 5G network. Experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fix internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled device. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
QCell brings you the future with our ultimate bundles. Enjoy the best voice and data bundle plans in one package. Get unlimited data packages with flexible validity and enjoy what true internet feels like. Get 30 minutes of on-net and off-net calls with 5 gigabytes of data for just $350. Or get bigger bundle packages from 10 gigabytes to 20 gigabytes with over 100 on-net and off-net voice calls and enjoy the fastest internet speed in the Gambia. You can also buy 1-day, 3-day, or even 7-day packages and enjoy unlimited data bundles with uncapped speeds. Just dial *343# today and experience the limitless capabilities of the QCell network. *343# should be your favorite code to dial now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Step into the Espas Motors showroom for your luxurious name brand vehicle. Located along the Bertil Harding Highway, Espas Motors is the Gambia's authorized dealer for Chery, Kia, Ford, and now we bring you the new Peugeot Model 3008 SUV. 18-inch alloy wheels, 216 inches high ground clearance, keyless entry system, start and stop button, rear parking assistance system with reverse camera, adaptive cruise control with speed limit, LED daytime running lights, front and side airbags, 8-inch HD touchscreen. Not to forget our exquisite Peugeot Landtrek double cabin pickup with 2.1-liter diesel engine, 6-speed manual transmission 4x4, hill descent control, LED daytime running lights. Espace Motors, the authorized dealer for Peugeot. Visit us today or call us on 35-2222 or 353-4444.
Yes, we are back, and this is QTV This Morning. I am Ibrahim Abalde, and now let's talk to the committee of Bakau Market. I mean, the new face of Bakau Market. It's important, and I'll prefer us to localize this for the interest of those viewers that are selling in the market and living within Bakau. You know, so Julde, you covered the story, and you were there. You got the first-hand information.
Absolutely.
I think you need to engage the committee.
Yeah, I will start off with Babukar Thomas. Good morning.
Good morning, Julde. Good morning, Balde, and good morning, viewers. Yeah.
Good morning, Mariam.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, dear. Thanks.
So to start with, because I've been there, and this is not the first time we're visiting the Bakau Market. Last year we did a similar thing, and wow, nekut Bakau Market reglain dan visit, but then they go around within the Greater Banjul area. They said Masay nakalay nekadi you know, jankuwantel, lalay nekadi jankuwantel, and especially in terms of hygiene, lalay nekadi def puru ensure the markets that they are clean. But I guess naik nekom Bakau Market stood out for us. Last year their hygiene level was top-notch. This year also the same thing. So how are you able to manage nakangen muna defeli in you know, 2 consecutive years?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, Julde. Once again, I am saying good morning to viewers and everybody. As usual, you know, as I said, you know, during our interview, I said we just return the ownership back to the people, because this is the KMC, the youngest council. When I say the youngest council, I mean the youngest potentials, both from the mayor to our market manager, who happens to be Mr. Modunjai. So under the directorship of the Lot Mayor, we just return the market back to the community. You know, when you give ownership to the people, they tend to take care of what belongs to them. It's different, like, it's like when you say this is KMC market, you know, they wouldn't care. They would just say this is KMC market, we wouldn't care, you know, we just sell and move. But when you say this is your market, this is the community market. Wow, yena ko mom, send Marcella, yena ko mom. So obviously, nikilum mom def ko topato, def ko fonka. So sampon pompen beda te ngane, you know, kuiromba da fane li pompen gurbila. So you has lo hosa dina boler has tanka west no. Why so kone lamin momom pompe bi. Danga gis dafa bay hel nakala mo use lolu. So ownership bilenje ka return back to the people. Wonne ne li sen Marcella fi sen dekala yena mo marsebi su bahe sen bosla su bone sen bosla. So at the end of the day wa deka bi dinen gis ne fi suñ mboka yi ñoo nduga fi. You know, so definitely Nanjapa affairs. So the other thing is, you know, then they I'm not committee bufaneka, like come Sumana Tangobi Mumfi Mom, she is the vice president of the committee. She is a vendor, Jai Katla Mom Sibopa. You know, there are mechanisms you have the moneka in place. Committee be mechanism you take. Moi so watch a sarta you am not done in la dan dinañ la fine, you know, leg mu jegi fine bisa ñu dembe suspend la ne do jay for 1 month or 3 months pour penalize la won la ne li nga def correct. So lolu mota every day suñ jaay be wacca ku nekk dina balé sa place bem set, you know, am nañ dustbin pans enough ñu dem sani ko fofu. You know, then danga gis ne am nañ trucks yu dee ñëw jël si moto bi on daily basis or every second night dinañ ñëw ñu jël si ko. So those are part of the mechanisms in def pour setal marché bi.
So Mr. Thomas wax na mu ne da ngeen jël yeneen jéego yoo xam ne pour make sure tamit ne marché bi dafa set always. Lan moo nekk jéego yooyu aside from lan lu mu wax na tamit mbiri penalties tamit naka la nekk di demee.
Maa ngi leen di nuyu di leen sant di leen gërëm di nuyu comité bi yëpp maa ngi leen di si tuuru Bakau Market bi yëpp tamit kontaan nañ lool si lu ngeen ñu oo ñu tey pour ñu ñëw wax ci suñu marché bi sant yàlla comme ni mu ko waxee daanaka wax na yëpp ba pare comme tam ni ñu ko demee mooy kuy wàcc balaa ngaa dem da ngay bale da ngay meg soo nga bale nga clean loolu suñu rôle force rôle la foofu ku ko defee comme ni mu ko waxee dañ lay daan def la penalty punishment 3 months or 2 months doo jaay so bu ñu gisee ne ñun luñ nekk dafa strict so gars ñun ñëpp ñu jàpp si te comme ni mu ko waxee xam nañ suñu marché la ñun jigéen ñi ñoo ko moom ñun ñooy dem ñun ñooy ñëw ñun ñooy dem jënd ñun ñooy ñëw te léegi bu setul naka la ñuy amee ay customer so clean is the first things loolu lañ njëkk a setul foofu wax leen ne this is the first thing lu ñu war a def ndax tey ji bu fekkee ne marché bi amul attractif ci customer yi kon dara du dem kon duñu waaw kenn du fa ñëw so loolu moo tax ñu jël rôle boobu ñu jox ñu ko ñu koy doxal
léegi in terms of fine bi dëgg la wax nga ne comme so su dee ne anyone who is found wanting dinañ leen fine for maybe 3 months ñu suspend la or 2 months in terms of fine ñaata la nit ki lañ ko fine if someone is found violating
so comme noonu la lañ koy faytee mooy comme lu nekk waxtaane ñu ne neen la suñu biir dañuy dem toog waxtaane yo mun naa bu ñu xëy 3 months sax mun naa am du ko egg but just to make sure that nga xam ne lu ñu rôle bu ñu indi dafa serious pour nga confirm ne lii ñi kat lu ñu wax dañoo strict ci seen budget bi so waaye boo defee lii dinaa am mistake bi so jaral na xam nga yow doo mun a toog te yow xam nga ne si njaay mi ngay dundee foofu ngay defee lu ne so doo mun a toog ne nga xaar ma def lii so jaral na la nga ne xaar ma def benn 5 minutes bi may bale fii lu tax man ma dem toog ay 1 week sax dafa métti si njaboot parce que ne li ngay woote dëgg la ci yow xam nga ne yow fii ngay dundee ci lii ngay jàpp you make so
da ngeen dee fayee ko xaalis tamit
waaw sometimes dañ leen ko dee def every week ñu def 25 week bu nekk
loolu yomb na
waaw week bu nekk 25 dañ ko dee try ñu def ko ñun ñëpp anything lu happen any problem même ñun ñëpp dañ dee jàppalante foofu so moo tax daal sant yàlla bu baax
okay Julde I don't want the trouble from Bakau we need to Mandinkanize it as
exactly
Bakau na moru
Mandinka sati
na moru al numbara yani ba fra balde ni Julde ka mu nekk rek Mandinka ga wona ba
yeah so Mandinka sati
so Mr. Thomas mu ne be keri ñu wato
ni wato min be keri be alon ko be samale kono definitely Josiata do abe subsidized kan abe G can sign you know so based on that council yata upon itself on you know pour commencer renovate commencer dadaku you know because abuka bayi you know ye korgeto soto dawo da ameta je aka common aka sole yeah understand so by this time council fananka initiative tale you know can make sure ka masel rehabilitate ka dadaku me wolle kan tensa wolle be caring you know rehabilitation wolle be caring ka masel dadaku kanyin korget kotol bondi ka kutamal kije definitely wolle be caring ni masel to fa paretal fanan you know masel doko buka keno you know before sama aka ke after samale because then iba lonna ko ni janne ka jio soto jio ka borit janne jio ka dun janne ni tata Marcel dolto like later kunda sere kunda ni jibal min keta you know ya jele min keta so definitely maintenance team bi jele isa lonno ko janne tinyaro ka ke janne jio kana ni janne la then ya toku so ibe wole kan right now as we speak
so in terms of senea ngalon ne akuma yata bakele ko mi ngafunu nyame doro angale kan wala sero moltata jele nga jele ko min ko na assessment o QTV nga realize ko Bakau makerle seneyata ni marché dolti
exactly
atol yo ya explain mo le ko min ko aliye ownership ta ya di mo le ko mi ya itandi mo le ko atol le ta munyindulati alnyata ka tekeyale so aside from that atol munema atol la batado because ngalo ne ko nyin ko my easy kadula maintain ngalo ne ya mention dosbinol bi jele bari tumando ya long is typical ko min Gambian attitude sometimes fa ya dosbino fa ngo jabe lori ya fay duma eta kala dosbino kono say atol amune mala batada alcohol encounter le fo
yeah, you know, Marseille woka, you know, batada jamale bije, you know, yes, because mulka jeleko Marseille manke mo 30. But in this aspect, security sotole fanang, you know, minul kata round la, you know, I have a very committed security team at the market. Mi alonko, they don't even mind pour kambalito tombo duma kake dulalto. You know, yeah, I have a very good security team. Mi mudron because they are also from Bakau. Yeah, understand. So, you know, ownership ni na takoteke. But nonetheless, nka bata dal sotole, like, you know, in almost all markets, Marcel Bele Wolti, you know, Kordal min be sutiari Marcel Bala, you know, Wolkanale ke la nyamol bon Marcel to. wo buka bay marché to ya understand wala tinna control mechanism ne ka taraje because wol fanan e ka bata sotole through the market noise nying scent nying anin ku jamal marché fanan ke tora minna ya understand so wala tinna ntol as community workers we deal with the public ntol ni molle ka do koke so ntol fanan ka will understand nole but fo nge regulate na nata ala ke jang nyin dos bi noto na fata alkana ke jang koteke fo nga nyim bon so those are the difficulties isaje fanan suto molsina ka la vela sunyaro ke la marcelto yes yalong dula duron security mu molleti amanke ko minka uniform dun duron wollen security but nonetheless nka mol soto jele fanan within the community je garaso be je ma fangol la e ka mol ma koy bake fanan ne with the police we have there e ka jele nka tara jele almost 1 year secure sunyaro buka keje
exactly so alla security be nyaadile comme marché la security
definitely as comme ngalo nyami bakaw manke marché ba fananti we have about 6 personnel minul ka je mount but ikake into shift leti isaje somanda fulasina then suto fulasina do si relax but ikaje le fana marché ye bitiko le soto mano kan dolbi je wol fanansi watman
wol
fanan ka watman sotole so the local watchman and into la police ikadoko kele hand in glove so ikajele ikaje cover nole so far so good throughout the year among incidents sort of sunyaro breaking also
definitely
yes.
Okay,
so Mariama atol fanan tumando altol fanan batada ku sotole to nyale ndula sene atale asiodi ata tumando sometimes from jolal ning serelo ikala fili lala jele because dulala sene yakam saying mune ma tolla batada ku
wo question en kontan bake katuntel muso ne batada mu soto je nta fono customer laftela nyami ikana naji dasatale because of ni mulka tariani area manoka firolla ni te dunno konoto abentel ma ko la bake ka do bi ke sile fotilo bo pour ya customer soto foni mulko yaitende na boto wala mutella bata dati ji ani fengol da fana fengol da ko liata bage ala yalo de muso mun bata dal ka bi Kordana tata fa fenketa musola everything is for women now ete alone mumbe suko kon nim funtita nata ngala filen fane do mandin samba ba do bi ne asamba e kay mira fo so man beni fana so tala o fana mbe kol ya bal tintel musola side to
balde comme luma don wax rek xam nga Bakau it's within the Kanifing municipality and fum nekani ñu ngi def jéego yi so ndax danga de meet a council be from time to time tamin you initiate the same things to other market within the municipality like Serekunda. We know it's one of the biggest if not the biggest, but also I believe ne soon defe such measures with Serekunda tamit dina gana muna set.
Exactly, yes. We have a markets management. He's been managed by, the markets manager who happens to be Modunjai, a very young and energetic person. Sometimes the mother talk 3 o'clock, mo call my phone, neka mang sama sabi. Maneko 3 o'clock? No. Mangi sumakir, mangi teda. So that type of person, I'm nenko. So I'm the programs you have like in Serekunda markets. People easily criticize. Feka do they have what is there. There are mechanisms in the market. At Serekunda market, especially, the biggest and the busiest market. On daily basis, on hourly basis, cleansing will take place fufu because manager be the programs to make sure the old markets are kept clean. So cette time be Serekunda market they get tense more after feasty programs ak yoyu.
Wow.
Legi so c'était lolu since the management came into being so Julie je tay elek gannaaw 3 days clear nañ marché bi yépp.
Dan ngay surprise naka la marché bi
exactly naka la marché bi sété so dafa am mechanisms why Gambians duñ dé gërëmante you understand Balde mu ngi def a good job nel Balde jërëjëf Julde thank you li nga def
négatif bi rek lañ dé gis
négatif bi rek lañ dé gis waaye soo demee Serekunda market am na committee am na president just like Bakau market because yëpp foofu la dooree mu na filter dem si small markets yi understand nga so the management is not relaxing am nañ all these mechanisms man foofu laa di jëlee these ideas you know when we start with the management ñu ne lii lañ bugga you know def leen lii ak lii you know committee bi form leen ko you know support leen committee bi you know ñu jël committee bi jël councilor bi you know ñu waxtaan facilitate ko ñu dem council ñu meet ak you know the team you know ñu drive these measures so moo nekk Serekunda moo nekk Latrikunda waaye nit yi duñ ko dee gis the negative side rek lañ dee gis but definitely we have a very good management under the leadership of Modou Njie ñu ngi def wonders 3-4 o'clock si marché bi ñu ngi fa.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you
definitely.
very much.
Yes.
You know, your time began. Mariama Njie for coming and Boubacar Thomas. I mean, market master. ñu ngi leen a jaajëfal si ñëw bi. Julde, this is all we have.
Yeah, until tomorrow, and just to congratulate them and ñu wax leen keep up the momentum. xamuñ ne yombut yi fi marché la ku nekk mu faa ñëw te ku nekk mu ngi ànda on jikko but yeah, keep up the momentum.
Exactly. Yeah, so viewers, this is all we have for you. Until we come here again tomorrow, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.